What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Skid, and we are here with Christian. He just placed top 11 at the Las Vegas Regionals October 6th yesterday out of 260 duelists. Congratulations. Christian, what did you play and how'd your matches go, and then any shout outs?
Yeah, so I played the Cyber Dragon deck. Matchup wise, I played a lot of Sky Striker decks. Those were kind of easy for me because I had a really good matchup against them. Played a couple road decks like Spiral, Goki, True Draco. Other than that, it was a pretty easy day. Shout out to Daniel for posting his deck profile. Shout out to the store We Play West in Las Vegas. Really love the store. Really love the people out here. So
awesome, cool, man. Well, let's get into the deck profile. Here we go.
So my first three cards: Triple Dark Magician. I'm just playing.
The jokester.
So we got Triple Cyber Dragon, that's standard. Triple Core, that's the guy you want to normal summon if you have it. Triple Herds, this is all standard. Galaxy Soldier, one card Infinity. And then the one Kaiju. A lot of people don't play this card. I like it because it stops any problematic monster.
It's also really good against the Sky Striker, right? You
yes.
just Kaiju their monster, lock out their back row.
I can Kaiju their monster, set up until I have an OTK board with Infinity, and then that's when I just contact use my Kaiju back. So that's the main monsters I play. I play 6 hand traps, 2 Veiler,
okay,
2 Ogre,
nice,
and 2 Ash Boxes.
So I'm gonna guess the reason for the Veilers and the Ogres at 2 each is it because they're both light for Galaxy Soldier?
So these are really great because they're more generic, and the fact that they're all lights, I can discard them for Galaxy Soldier, right?
Awesome.
Before this, I previously had 2 Draw Unlocks in the main deck. I really didn't like Draw Unlock because sometimes I neg one and they just skip one turn, which to me that's not really that well for me. I want them to neg also.
Right.
And for me, I think if I Veiler was just more better generic.
Right.
So that's why I played 2 Veiler. And
makes sense.
I put your rolls in the side deck and the side deck.
Right. And Veiler, they've already used their Called by the Grave. You can stop something or pitch it for Galaxy Soldier, like you said. So yeah, good idea.
2 Ogres were really great. It destroys Mech Knights because if they activate Purple Nightfall, chain Ogre, they're dead.
Correct.
Good against Draco. Whether it's Diagram or whether it's the spell card to extra tribute summon.
Right.
Ghost Ogre, it's so good. Ash, it's Ash. Good against all matchups.
Right.
Yeah. That's that.
All right, so let's do the monster. Sorry,
that's all for the monsters.
Let's hit the spells next.
Yeah, so we got Triple Machine Dupe, standard.
Okay,
You resolve this, it's game.
Yep, pretty much.
Triple Emergency. It's just generic. Search your Cyber Dragon. I only played 1 Repair Plant.
So with the 3 emergency, did you ever see a problem with this where you had more than 1 in hand and you couldn't, like, would you change this to 2 or keep it?
The whole time I was playing this, I actually never saw 2 in my hand.
Okay. So you would keep it at 3.
Yeah, I would keep it at 3. Before when I would play at locals, there's days where you do see it at 2.
Right.
Which that can sometimes be a problem, but play 1, then next turn you'll play another 1. It's not too bad.
Okay.
So
okay. Awesome.
I would still play it at 3.
Right.
The 1 Repair Plan is the one card that I play that's kind of different from every other deck.
Okay.
Some players play it at none. Some players play it at 2. I like it at 1 because there's times where I will have it in my hand without a Cyber Dragon in graveyard.
Correct.
That's a problem.
And you can search it when you need it. So
yeah, it's searchable with a core. So and this card just searches anything I want. You can search Galaxy Soldier.
Makes
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Searches the Kaiju also.
Right.
It's pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Then 2 fusion cards. Cyberlove Fusion.
Okay.
I'll say this one won me a lot of games.
So this is the new card for those that don't know that just recently came out. Talk to us about this card. Tell us what it does.
So what I mainly use this for is I search this off with core, or I either have it in my hand, right?
Right.
This I usually set up. I will have Cyber Dragon Seeker right here, and I will have Seeker over here, and I will have another Cyber Dragon right here under it.
Okay.
Or anywhere on the board. It doesn't really matter.
Sure.
And let's say the board's empty, right? I will attack with Seeger for 21. Attack with, let's say, a core, for example, for 500. It doesn't matter. Or even a Cyber Dragon for 2100.
Yep.
They're around like 5,000 life points or less. Before I end battle phase, I will activate Cyberlove Fusion.
Okay.
Return these 2 back to the deck. Summon Cyber Twin Dragon.
Ooh,
Cyber Twin
that
Dragon
can attack
and
twice.
attack twice per game.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
I would take it a lot with this. I do have a problem with this card because if you do see it in your hand, it's sometimes a brick.
Right.
Because there's not really a lot of times where you have 2 Cyber Dragons on the field.
Right.
And there's very rarely do you have them banished.
Okay.
So I might cut this card out and just put in like an extra extender, maybe like an extra rev system or something.
Cool. Keep this aside. At the end of the video, when we're done with the profile, let's actually show the monster layout.
Yeah.
And give some people some ideas on what they can do with that.
I got you.
Okay, cool.
So that's there. Then 1 Overload Fusion, because it's Overload Fusion. This is a lot better than Power Bond in my opinion, because you don't waste resources in your hand; they're already in your graveyard.
Okay.
You don't need Power Bond to end games, because Overload will do Chimera attacks 3 times.
And you can just banish.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
So you don't need Power Bond.
Right.
The 1 Instant Fusion, a lot of people don't play this card. I target Panzer Dragon, which is really good because Panzer Dragon's a level 5. You can make your Nova Infinity plays.
And if you get sought for some reason, Panzer Dragon destroys a card on the field.
If there's a problematic flood in the field, end phase pops. Panzer Dragon
makes
destroys.
sense. Makes sense.
That's really good. So now I have my extenders, Monster Reborn, generic.
The sexy Monster Reborn, by the way.
Yeah. We got 2 rev systems.
Okay, and 2 rev systems.
Yeah,
this is another card I want to talk about, because a lot of OG, I will call it, Cyber Dragon players say only play 1 Cyber Rev system.
A lot of people say that.
However, tell them what the card does.
So I was also one of those people that said I played at 1 because I didn't really believe in the card. The card's amazing. You summon a Cyber Dragon from your hand or graveyard, doesn't target.
And what's the best thing about the card?
It's not destroyed by card effects.
And it's not once per turn. It's not even a soft once per turn.
Nope.
It's not a hard once per turn.
If you have 2 in hand, it's good. Play both.
Play it at 2.
So this card's really great. I play it. They'll try to punish they'll call by my Cyber Dragon graveyard. Guess what? Special summon 1 from my hand. It doesn't target. And then there was a moment where I had a Cyber Dragon special summon from this card. My opponent goes after burners, target Cyber Dragon. I'm like, okay, nothing happens. Doesn't destroy my card effects. So that effect is actually like viable.
Awesome.
There's more spells coming up.
Okay.
Then we got 2 Twinsters because I hate back row.
Awesome, and you can, pretty much pitch your Cyber Dragon if you have rev system.
If you pitch hers with this, you're golden.
Yeah, or any of your searchers, for sure.
Yeah, so that's a really good card. This tops a lot of decks. Sky Striker first example, Draco and Ultra Guys, really good. 2 Combat Graves because you want your place to go off. And then this is my 41st card. It was gonna be a 40 card deck, but I put this one in for my 41st. 1 Desires.
Hey, 40, exactly. 41 sometimes just flows better than 40. Really, it's really odd, but if you've never tried it, try 41.
If I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. I saw this about I think 3 or 4 times. Every time I resolved it, I won the match.
Okay,
so that's a pretty good card.
Awesome.
Onto my trap cards, 1 Overflow, just 1 because it's searchable with core. My first match yesterday, I went against Trickstar Mech Knight. I'm not Invoked Mech Knight. And he made me go first, right? So I would use Summon Core, search this, set it. As soon as it summon a Nightfall, and they activate their effect, chain, and the turn's done.
Done.
Yep. So this card was really sick. I 2-0'd that match.
Nice.
And of course 3 evenlies because we're going second, boys. You resolved this, it's game. That's good. So off to the extra deck?
Yeah, let's look at the extra deck.
Yeah, so 1 Secret, just 1 because if it's ever in the graveyard, it's actually revivable with Rev System also. So you just need 1. 1 Cleafort for another rank Link 2. This card's really sick because it's unaffected by spells, traps, and other Link monsters. Also, there's also a place where if you have this before activating Machine Dupe, you can Machine Dupe 2 Cyber Dragons here, use Genius Effect to add a Black System to your hand.
Awesome.
That effect's also really good.
The other effect with Cleafort, a lot of people don't know, is you can negate his effects and another monster on board too as well. So really good card because everything in the deck is machines. So
you target one of their problematic monsters, target one of mine.
Yeah, so. Awesome.
1 Linkuriboh, this is for the hers. There's times where I just completely brick and just have hers in my hand. So I would just normal summon, link it off with Linkuriboh, add Cyber Dragon, and then this came up where I had Cyber Plant in my hand. So that's why I had to. Nasty. It was really nasty when I had to normal summon hers, send it with Linkuriboh, then Cyber Repair Plan becomes legal.
Awesome.
So that's really good. And then the 1 Boral Sword. This was mainly my win con, but for some reason I did not play this card at all yesterday.
Wow, yeah, the Cyber Dragons don't.
The reason why is because
it helps.
Yeah, the reason why is because of this card. Cyber Twin. Every time I had Cyber Fusion, it was game. I just make this during battle phase and then just attack for game.
Awesome.
So I might want to cut this out because I did not need it at all.
What would you play if you did cut this out? A second Seeker?
No, I would probably just play Borreload.
Borreload instead? Non-target take?
Monsters.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
I don't need this to game now because I have Cyber Twin Dragon. A lot of people don't play this card because it's the worst. It's one of the worst Cyber Dragons. But 56 during battle phase is really good.
Right.
Cyber Twin. 2 Mega Fleets because Contact Fuse breaks you links. The 1 Rampage Dragon because Overall Fusion for game. And also it pops back row and it mills. Make sure when you use this card and you mill, make sure you mill hers so that you can use hers effect to add another Sky Dragon back. That's really good. 1 Fortress Dragon because guess what? Sky Striker Link monsters are all machines. Yep. Guess what? Macaba's machine. It's stupid good. And the thing I love about these 2 cards here, if there's ever a mirror match and they have Cyber Dragon and they have, let's say, like an Infinity on board, you don't need a monster to Contact Fuse these guys. You use theirs. You just use theirs and summon a Mega Fleet. It's stupid. So that's there. 2 Infinities because Cyber Dragon. 2 Novas. Nothing like.
Yeah, standard. Pretty standard.
Yeah. My fusion target, it's a fusion.
Awesome.
And then the spicy Ultimate Falcon.
The Ultimate Falcon.
I'll play this card because my verse matchup is True Draco.
Okay.
And if I ever summon this card against them, it's pretty much game.
Oh, man.
Luckily, though, I only played against 1 Draco player today, and I did not need this card to beat him.
I played against like 4. You're lucky.
You played against 4 Dracos?
Oh,
damn.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's my extra deck.
Let's take a look at that side deck.
Alright, so we got 2 rolls. I took them out of my main deck. These are good against just any. It's really good against Goki because I don't really care about the. I don't really care about the U-Link, but I don't want to get Gumblord for 4. So Droll just stops that. 3rd Ogre for any Alter guys or Draco matchups. 3rd Twin Twister, same matchups. Another overflow because there's times where I might want to choose to go first, and having to overflow in my deck works well with that.
Makes sense.
For the trap heavy decks, of course, 2 red reboots, standard for that. Then for this card, 3 goes in match because all the monsters you need are lights. Make sure though when you set these in to take out Cyber Fusion and Overload Fusion because your fusion monsters are all dark except for Cyber Twin.
Exactly.
But I would still take him out. I would still take those 2 out.
Just to be safe. Yeah, for sure.
That's there. 3 DDGs.
Ooh, talk to us about this card. What is this?
So I decided these in because I think BA is a really tough matchup for me. Burning Abyss. So this card just tops it. It's also really good against Goki cards. Goki decks. Also, I think it's also pretty good against any Trickstar decks because it banishes all their reincarnation targets.
Right.
So any deck that wants to just relies on their graveyard a lot, this is a really good card against them. And then the last 2 side deck cards, making the dragon.
Nice for the Ultimate Falcon. Awesome.
Yeah. So that's
cool.
my deck
so that takes the deck, and if we didn't mention it, this was 11th place deck profile for Las Vegas October 6th 2018 regionals. So let's go back to the Cyberlord Fusion, that new fusion card that just came out, and let's show us kind of what the board looks like and then when you would use it.
So usually, this is how the play would work, right? I would somehow like here. Let's not use this card. Let's say, for example, we have these 2, and they have we're going second, right? So we would special summon Cyber Dragon, normal core, search Cyber Fusion. Just find that real quick. So at this point, there's usually a card that I have in my hand that can whether it's a Trickstar deck or a Sky Striker deck I meant, there's a way I can just Contact Fuse or just somehow get rid of that card. So usually before you play this card, or before you commit, make sure the board's empty, or at least you have enough monsters to just attack over. So make sure the board's empty. So let's say, for example, the board was empty. Do the attack, so enter battle phase, right?
Yep.
So 2100, 400, that's 25. So they're left with 55 left.
Okay.
Still in battle phase, Cyber Fusion. Return these two. I gotta find it. Cyber Twin Dragon. Attack twice per game.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
and make sure to never use this during main phase, because if you do, for this turn, only your fusion monsters can attack. So make sure you attack first, still in battle,
Then use
after
it.
you separate your fusion.
Awesome.
I won about, I think I won 8 games just using this combo. It's really
Awesome.
stupid. Yeah, that's
Awesome.
really good against Sky Structor.
Well, good stuff. Thanks again for the profile. Congratulations on
Thank
the
you, man.
invite.
Yeah.
Anything else before we go?
Shout out to Daniel again. Shout out to We Play West for being a really good local store. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Peace.
Yeah, man.